Welcome back to ciLiving. As we move closer to the holiday, there are many local festivities to participate in around the community. And if you are out shopping, it is important to consider buying local and supporting businesses right here at home. Experience Champaign-Urbana is sponsoring today's segment to help you find the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Joining me now is Terri Reifsteck. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, now I know today we are going to be talking a lot about shopping and holiday gifting, and you have recommendations for every kind of person. So what if I know somebody that's very stylish and wants a little spark?
Yeah, well, we have so many boutiques all across our region, so I'm just going to shout out a couple of them. So here in Champaign, if you want somebody that really wants that fashionista look, Bella Mia, which would be a great stop for them, especially if you've got like that Illini fan on the list. In Mahomet, Root Boutique is another great one to check out, and up in Paxton, Blush and Velvet really has those great soft sweaters this time of year, so great spot. But of course, you can't forget the men on your list. So Joseph Kuhn in downtown Champaign, which is one of the oldest retail stores in the country, is a great spot to pick up some of those fashion items for the men on your list.
That's really good to know, because I feel like sort of the men sometimes are the hardest ones to shop for, because I feel like a lot of them just buy themselves whatever they want. And also I feel like even with women, if you don't know what they want, I'm sure all of those boutiques also, you can get gift cards.
Absolutely.
Which they would, I'm sure, very much appreciate.
Yep.
And then what about somebody who's a homebody? What might you get for somebody like that? Or where might you go to look?
Absolutely. So one of our favorite spots is Yellow & Company in Mahomet. They just have like this great sense of humor with the stuff that they have on there. So surround yourself with things that make you happy in your household. Also another great spot is Beads and Botanicals in downtown Urbana. So great place to get like some homemade incense to fill up your house with great scents. It's really for that person on your list that, you know, loves to read tarot cards for you, is always recommending a new tea. So another great spot for that homebody in your life.
I feel like my mom has that design sense. Like as you were saying some of that and like looking on the screen, I'm like, ooh, that's where I need to go shopping for her. So yeah, look, I mean, that's just adorable. And then what about for somebody like me who's kind of a little bit of a gamer or like puzzles and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, for anybody that loves to host that game night, Dr. G's Brainworks in Marketplace Mall is your destination for that. So they have a very knowledgeable staff, so you can go in there, talk about the types of games you like to play or that your friends like to play. They will help you find that right game. Maybe it's a new game that's out. They will be the ones to point you in the right direction. Maybe you're shopping for some kids that are really into outdoor stuff. The Anita Purvis Nature Center in Urbana at Crystal Lake Park has a really great little shop with a lot of great toys and games for younger kids. So it's a great thing that kind of benefits our park district while also getting those games for some of those younger kids on your list.
And I feel like that's a good combo, going back to shopping local. It supports the park district, so that's a fantastic idea. And then what about for the readers? I mean, my sister is a huge reader, so it was always like bookmarks and things like that for her. Where can I go for the reader in my life?
Well, we're really lucky to have some independent bookstores here in our region, so you can't miss at Hartfield Bookstore in the Square in Monticello, a really great spot. Here in downtown Champaign, the Literary is a great spot for new books and of course a lot of different cute kitschy items, as well as Jane Addams Bookshop, which is used books and sort of rare books as well as local books. And I do want to point out for people that you can shop all of these spots online, so don't go to those online retailers. You can go to any of these, and if you don't see the book that you want, you can request them on there and they will order them for you. So
that's a really good point. So even if it's something that you don't want to go out or you're not able to go out or things like that, if you are shopping online, you can still shop our local stores online.
Exactly, yes you can.
That's a very good that's a very good reminder, because I always forget about that. If I'm going to shop online, I'm going to shop online at the big box stores, so always think of our local shops.
Absolutely.
Find their websites and get the stuff there. What about those friends of ours who are very active?
Yes, we all have them in their life. Usually it's me. So we've got some great spots in town for climbers. So Urbana Boulders is one that's been around for a while. So you can get some passes to our local climbing gyms. They just opened a new one off the Boneyard Creek called Boneyard Boulders, so you can get some passes or memberships for there. We have a new one. It's a women-owned climbing gym called Horizon Climbing. It's over at the Round Barn. That would be a great spot. Maybe you have a runner in your life. You can check out Body and Soul. They have great gear, socks, shorts, you name it, shoes, even getting a gift card, because those are really personal things that people like to pick out. That would be a great spot for that.
And then what about experience gifts?
Yeah.
Because I am definitely the type of person that I would love to, you know, go out and do something with you. What about experiences?
Well, we have so many great experiences here. So I'm just going to name a few, and you can always pair it with other things. So like CU Adventures in Time and Space. People love doing an escape room. Maybe pair it with a gift card to the yard across the street so you can decompress after you have that great experience. You can check out Salt Fork Paintball in Rantoul. They just built up a new space out there, and so you can check that out and maybe go to Flavor Fusion afterwards, so a gift card there. You can head out to the Honey Bee Boutique there in Mahomet for some of their bee honey workshops, and then stop at Brick's Pizza afterwards. And then if you want something like really special for people that's really unique, you can get an overnight stay at the Elk Ridge Lodge at the Aikman Wildlife Adventure. It's the closest you can get to being in a safari here in central Illinois, and it would really be kind of that unique gift for somebody that really wants a getaway but wants to stay close to home.
And I love that idea. I didn't even think about that. When I think of like getting someone an experience, I think about that experience, but why not pair it with a great restaurant right afterwards?
Yep, so many things you can do together.
And then area markets.
Yes, so there are so many markets happening this time of year. Right now, every weekend is the Riggs Christmas Market. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can go out there, have some mulled wine, shop from the vendors that they have. They change every weekend. Also, this weekend and next weekend is the Mistletoe Market at Lincoln Square Mall. They are super popular, and again, the artisans change over the weekend, so you kind of have to go back each time and shop from our local artists.
That's one of the things that I love about the market is that every time you go, some of them are the same and you can find what you're looking for, but then there's always new ones, and so you see something different every time you go. And then what about holiday lights?
So getting outside is a great opportunity. You heard Lisa talk about the lights there at the Mayberry Galvin Botanical Gardens, which is a great one to go out to. This weekend, Allerton starts their Glow Walk, which is a beautiful spot to go out and check out. It's a great way to get outdoors, get some fresh air. You know, as you're eating those Christmas cookies and maybe you're feeling a little guilty about it, this is a great opportunity to, you know, counteract that. Another great spot is Prairie Farm here in Champaign. The Champaign Park District puts it on. They have hot cocoa every single time you go out there. And on Sundays, they're doing a sensory-friendly version where there's no twinkling lights. So for anybody that wants that experience, it's a great opportunity to do that then.
Wonderful. Well, Terri, thank you so much for being here and for sharing all of that with us and sponsoring our segment today.
Thank you for having me.